Hey there, my friends, it's Brad the Bearded Piper, and I hope you all are having a great day. Man, I'll tell you what, I want to apologize for the blue reflection in my glasses. I have anti-glare blue light filtering um, coating on my glasses because I'm on my laptop a lot, my cell phone. It helps with eye fatigue, I guess. Also, I just want to let you know, this glare here, that's the shine on my dome. That glare up there, that is not a reflection coming off the back of my head, no matter what you think. That's not a mirror shine back there. That's actually from the lights, the overhead light. So anyway, I am enjoying my Rands, one of my Rands freehands, the one I got from the Columbus, one of the ones I got from the Columbus Pipe Show this year. And in it, what I'm really enjoying, let me tell you about it. I'm pretty excited about this. So last week, I was listening to one of, if not my absolute favorite podcast, which is Pipes, Pours, and Pals. And Justin and Nate were talking back and forth, and they were enjoying a Cadre blend, and I can't remember which one it was, but Justin didn't like it. Nate said it wasn't bad. And then they got to talk about some different blends that they have in their cellar. And Justin mentioned that one of his favorite blends was Newminster 400 Navy Flake. I think that's what it was. It was definitely a Newminster. And he said, well, it's sad. I'm never going to be able to get any more of it. Like, what I have is what I have because it's one of the blends that STG discontinued when they purchased Sutliff. So, and I talked about this in the past before. So, sorry, my dehumidifier kicked on. So if the lights flashed or you hear a humming in the background, that's what it is. I talked about this in the past. Peter Stokeby designed Newminster's blends. And then when he decided to go out on his own, he kept his blends, even the numbers are similar, right? Like, I think it's the Newminster 400 is a Navy Flake, and Peter Stokeby 400 is also a Navy Flake. And I believe the aromatics follow suit. However, the Newminster 403 Superior Round Slices and the Peter Stokeby 403 Luxury Bullseye Flakes are not the same. The 403 Superior Round Slices are a Virginia Burley. I believe it's Dark Fire Kentucky in the center, where the Peter Stokeby is a Virginia Perique, and it's Perique in the center of the flake, of the Bullseye Flake. So I absolutely love the Newminster 403. Right, I'm a nut for Burley. I love Dark Fired Kentucky. Sometimes it doesn't like me. Sometimes there's a little bit too much of a nick hit for me. But I thought, I stopped what I was doing. I may have been cutting the grass actually, and I just completely stopped, and I got online and I Googled if there was any more 403 left, because during that whole STG buying Sutliff and discontinuing blends, and the market went crazy and you couldn't get it on certain websites because the traffic was too high and all of that stuff, I was kind of oblivious to really all the things that were going on, and I never got on and jumped in onto the truck and got my share, I guess is the best way of saying it. So because I love the 403, I have a couple pounds of it in my cellar already, the Superior Round Slices from Newminster. I have a couple pounds of it in my cellar already, but I'm like, hey, if there's any more available, now is the time to get it. And I found it. Now, I found it and it was on sale, which was crazy. So I picked up 3 pounds of it, and the UPS guy just delivered it. And I believe they're, next payday, if it's still there, I may buy 3 more pounds. But I'm just super, super excited. So I opened this up because the bell jars I have in the basement, I don't want to open those. Those are aging. So I opened this up just so I could load myself a pipe of it because I absolutely love it. Now, if you haven't seen the Bullseye Flake, that's what it, or not, sorry, not the Bullseye, the Superior Round Slices, that's what it looks like. That dark in the middle is your Dark Fire Kentucky, and what is wrapped around it there is your Virginia. I love this stuff. Love it. Again, it's only got a 2.9 star review on the big review site. People talk about it being harsh. People talk about it not being smooth. I really enjoy that. But you know what? Maybe I just like harsh things. So again, Here it is. Now, with YouTube's rules and regulations, I can't tell you where I got it. That's against the rules. It's against the policy, because then it would be considered to be promoting, and I'm not allowed to promote. None of us are. When we're talking about our pipes and tobacco, we're not allowed to promote anything. But oh, I just realized this was bagged in June of 2024, so it's already got a year's worth of age on it. That's pretty cool. I wonder if all 3 bags are that way. Yep, they're all that way. June 2024 and June 2024. So awesome. Again, I apologize. I'm not allowed to tell you where it is, but I don't want to get a strike against me. That happens. So if you're curious, they also had some other aromatics from Newminster left, but that was it. The 403, some aromatics, and that's all they had. But again, I absolutely love this stuff, and I'm crazy excited that I was able to snag 3 pounds of it. Now, in case you're wondering, if you're new to the wonderful world of pipes, I will open all 3 of these bags, and I will jar them in, most likely, in smaller jars like this. I think this is a half pint jar. Of course, it doesn't say on the bottom. Yeah, I think this is 8 ounces. I don't know. My gosh, now I'm not even. I'm so excited about the 403. I'm not even sure. 8 ounces is a cup, so 4 ounces would be a pint. Oh, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. I use these jars. Oops, I think these are pint jars. So I will use as many pint jars as I have to put that in. And I do that for a reason, and the reason is aging. So I could put those in quart jars and great big jars, save me room, save me time, save me money and the number of jars. However, as soon as you crack that jar open, the aging process stops, because now you're introducing outside air, and all of the fermentation, or whatever the science-y words are for what's actually aging the blend, it ends. So, or it stops. It doesn't end, it stops. And then when you seal it back up, it starts over again. So as that process is going, the more it goes, the more it goes, the more it goes. It's kind of going like this, right? And then eventually you hit a point of zero or diminishing return. So it'll go like this, and then it'll flatten out, but it'll still go up. Now, if you take that jar and it's going like this, and you open it, now it's going flat, and then it starts to go back up again. And you open it and it goes flat, and it starts to go back up again. If you have it in a small jar, when you open this one up and it starts to go flat, this one's still on that upward curve, right? It's still going up. So I would rather have more jars, open them up, and keep the other stuff aging. I think in the long run, it's a personal preference. You may go a different direction. So, and again, when I fill these, I don't pack it in real tight. I leave it, I pack it in, and I leave it kind of spongy on top. You need a little bit of air in there for that fermentation to work. So anyway, that's it. I'm crazy excited about what I got. Again, yeah, 403 Superior round slices. Virginia Burley. I think it's a Dark Fire, Kentucky. And it was all bagged in 2024. How awesome is that? So remember, until we meet again, my friends, life is good, but it's better with a pipe.